Grand Rising, my little cherubs, welcome back to my channel, Red Fire Flags. This is going to be a pick a card today for how is this eclipse, the solar eclipse on the 8th of April. How is that going to affect you? It's already affecting me by the looks of it. We've got 3 decks to pick from today, but before I do that, I just want to jump into the housekeeping as usual. So first of all, thank you for clicking on the reading. I really do appreciate that very much. If I resonate with you, please like, share and subscribe. Welcome into my A1 Day Ones. Thank you so much for your support, and also welcome to my newbies. Please consider subscribing and becoming a part of my growing family. Also, lastly, I really love reading all of your comments. Thank you so much for sharing with me. I'm blown away by the love that I'm shown when I come here, so that's made me a little bit. And thank you also for the people that donate. I really do appreciate that. I'm not monetized here, and I buy cards and it goes towards the channel. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into your reading. But we've got the 3 tourmalines here. You should have picked it in the thumbnail. This is 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So yeah, I'm going to jump in. All right. Hello, my darlings, my beautiful pile number 1s. For those of you who picked this black tourmaline, it's a bit rough. This is going to be your reading for how is this solar eclipse on the 8th of April. How is that going to affect you? What's that going to bring in for you? While I was prepping getting into your energy and prepping for your pile, I heard that I feel like you want to, or you're worried about protection, or you want protection. But I'm also hearing that you are protected in many areas and in many ways. I just feel like you want that extra bit of protection. I feel a bit apprehensive, a little bit nervous in your energy. So while I was getting ready, I also got images of cards in my head. And what I got from those was protection, stay focused and stay calm. Nature will ground you, okay? So I think that you're wanting protection, but I think that maybe you're thinking, I need spiritual protection. What can I do to amp up this protection? Blah, 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 blah. And at the moment, the majority of the protection I'm picking up straight away, because I feel quite shaky on the inside. So this is possibly from negative energies that you're picking up at this time. I feel like you need to take, sorry, I'm just getting warm. I feel like you need to take a break from negative things, or things that are low vibrational, i.e. gossip, reality TV. Change your diet as well, I'm hearing, because I feel like right now you're feeling the approach of the eclipse, and I think you're feeling that more on a nervous level, or more on an internal level. I also heard right now at this time, in order for you to also keep your protection steady, it would be healthy for you to set some boundaries. You need to set boundaries so deeply, it's like instinct, like you're breathing, like it's second nature. And I also heard, which was really cool when I got to the end of my little pre-meditation bit, was one more leap. Okay, one more leap, and that's to elevate your spirit, to raise your frequency, to open the gate to your renewal or your new chapter. This solar eclipse is encouraging you to balance your throat chakra, to speak up but in truth. No need to fear, you are protected and you always will be, is what I heard. Notification is confirmation. So I'm going to jump straight into your reading, okay? I'm hearing honesty is the best policy. So whatever it is that you're doing, I keep getting tongue-tied at this point. Whatever it is that you're doing between now and this eclipse, please do it with honesty, do it in truth. What you don't want to get caught out in, I'm hearing, is in a lie, okay? I feel like for my pile number 1s, you guys have done a lot of healing. I've got here Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, fire, and that's the Ace of Fire. Also, I feel like here as well, a lot of you may be a little bit tongue-tied at the minute. I'm not used to being so tongue-tied. But like I said, I feel a little bit nervous on the inside, and it's not a usual thing for me. I've got the Sun as well, which is strength, empowerment, and I've got stability, harmony, and flow. Now that makes perfect sense with what I picked up earlier on. There's a renewal happening. It's a brand new dawn. I feel like you're stepping into a new phase of your life, a new phase where you're feeling worthy, where you're wanting to give back to yourself, where you're wanting stability and harmony. You know, you're wanting to go with the flow of things rather than going against it. And I think that this eclipse here is bringing that in for you. It's encouraging you to see your worth, to empower yourself. It's bringing in your inner strength as well. There's a lot of fire involved with the Sun, so maybe a few of you are Leo. We've got Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. It's on the card. I have to read it as it is because we've got the Sun as well. I don't usually do star signs here, but it's come up, so it must be something that needs to come up. We've got rebirth, which again is in alignment with the message that I picked up for you guys earlier. I'm going to pick some tarot as well in a bit. Just want to get these oracle out of the way. I'm encouraged to pick some oracle cards for you all to start the reading. Right, we've also got fulfillment, Mercury, which is communication, messages and travel. And we've got truth and expression. So I feel like I was encouraged to pull these just to get confirmation for the shuffle in my mind that I was doing. I usually, when I'm doing a meditate, I'm doing a bit of a shuffle in my mind. I'm doing a little bit of a reach into the energy. Cards normally come up in my head as well, which is a lot of the time why I don't really need cards, because I get pictures of him in my head anyway. So, but there are times I like the cards. So there are times I use them. And this has come out as a confirmation, I feel, as well. At the moment, the temptation for you to lie to yourself in regards to other people or in regards to your current actual situation is greater than normal. Please don't hide. Like, don't lie to yourself. Like, if you're in a bit of a weird situation because you're feeling mentally unstable, or because you're feeling a bit shaky nervously, or whatever it is you're going through at the moment, this is in run up, I'm hearing, towards the eclipse. So I feel like this isn't normal for you, pile number ones. I feel like this is a new feeling, this feeling of uncertainty. And this has got you shaken at the core, I feel. And because it's new to you, it's frightened you a bit. Okay? This eclipse here, though, is you're stepping into a new you, into a bold, new version of yourself. You're coming out of the winter now, I'm hearing. Your rebirth is imminent. A lot of you have taken up physical exercise and changed your diets as well, because I was hearing here that a few of you need to change your diet, but I'm picking up that a lot of you already have. I feel like a lot of you have cut out low vibrational foods, processed and, I don't know, high salt, high meat, high, like anything that's not light. I'm hearing light meals. 1 second. There's a reason they call it a light meal, I'm hearing. I always thought it was just a light meal because you eat light. You don't eat heavy and it's fine. But usually a light meal is a meal that's made up of light. I've dropped my cards there at that moment. What that means is it's usually leafy vegetables that are made out of light. Things that, like, I don't know, beef and lamb and stuff. Those type of things are, I mean, they've ceased. You're eating something that is, and was probably upset towards the end of that. So whatever feeling that animal has, you're absorbing. And I feel like you guys are starting to look into that differently. I'm not a vegetarian, but I do watch what I eat every now and again from time to time, because it just resonates with me to do so. And I feel like you are at that point where you're starting to really look at what you're eating. A lot of you are not wanting to eat food that doesn't hold any vibrancy or vibration, I'm hearing. The two go hand in hand, because green, vibrant things are usually light, high vibrational things. So you're changing the way that you eat. Some of you are having to do that because of health issues, I'm hearing. But a lot of you are doing it because it's the message that you're getting. And this eclipse is encouraging you to leap into that. This is where you're going to find a freedom in your body that you haven't felt before. We've got the sun that's come out to clarify that. What else have we got for pile number 1, please, where the oracle is concerned? Thank you. And we've got offer. So I feel like this solar eclipse is bringing in an offer for you. And I feel like it's going to be several different offers. This is a general pick a card. So a few of you, this is going to be a new job offer. And for a few of you, this is going to be a new offer from somebody in the past that you haven't heard from in a while. Somebody that has been doing a lot of work on themselves. And it's completely up to you if you want to step into this offer with this person. I don't see it as being something that's negative. I feel like this is something that's been given a second chance. Sometimes we're not in that headspace though. And I am picking up for a few of you, you're just not in that space anymore. Fair dues, no ill will. You're just not on that anymore. And that's okay. For a few of you, I feel like you're getting on offer where a home is concerned. Some of you have got some issues with a home, and I feel like you're waiting for a new offer to come in, something new to come in. I feel like where you are right now is not where you want to be, I'm hearing. Maybe you're wanting to change the area of where you are, because that's making you feel a little bit on the fragmented side. It's making you feel a little lost. But I also feel that you've been manifesting this, but you've got a fear of rejection. The card does say rejection, it does say loss, and it does say fragmented. But I am picking up strongly on this card that the rejection part is quite prominent. And I feel like this is the reason why a lot of your manifestations have been a little bit slow or a little bit stuck. Because I feel like you're worried about the outcome of it all because you're... Thanks. I'm hearing that some of you are doing it for the wrong reasons. A few of you may be manifesting this new beginning or this new life because of somebody else, and you have to do this for yourself. Okay? Okay, thank you. So I've got here facade and beliefs. This solar eclipse is stripping away any... This is probably why I picked up straight away in the beginning that you guys need to really come from a place of truth. I'm not saying you're liars in any way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying anybody who's living kind of like living on sort of like a shoddy foundation, it's not going to be able to stay there for much longer. This eclipse is going to be leveling the playing field. If you're sort of at this point where you're kind of believing like, I don't know, maybe self-martyring is something that's a good thing, because it's not. I just love them because I love them and I can't change who I am, I'm hearing. That doesn't necessarily put you in a light of being a good person. It just puts you in a state of being a martyr. Being a good person is knowing when to cut your losses and let that person go and heal so you can go and do the same. But I'm seeing a disconnection here as well. I'm picking up strongly on the leads here, where you know, the person's face has been unplugged. A few of you are literally letting go of old beliefs as well, and it has been a struggle. A few of you are just opening up to your spiritual journey. I'm being shown a part of a movie from the ECLIPSE where the guy stops taking that medication stuff that stops them feeling, and all of a sudden his heart starts to beat for the first time, and I think he's kind of panicked by it, but at the same time it's like, oh my god, like what is this going on? And I feel like you're just waking up to that, and it's that same feeling I'm getting. It's like my heart's just beating for the first time, like, or it's real, and what's going on is like you're actually seeing things for what it really is, I'm hearing. And that's been difficult. It's been difficult when your beliefs are challenged and you've been living your life in a certain way, and then you find out it's not entirely true and there's other things going on behind closed doors. It's kind of you know, it was a bit difficult for you, but you're you know, you're no longer clinging to that comfort zone, that part of you that's in the 3D. A lot of you are really moving forward. We've got self-love, and we've got intentions and creation. This is quite a pretty card. I quite like this. She looks good on her own, doesn't she? Just watching the lights. Set intentions, my darling. Set pure intentions, because you're stepping into a new part, a new phase. And so for that, you know, this is a fresh slate. Start with being honest with what you want from people, situations, things, places, yourself. Show up for yourself. Okay? Let's grab some tarot for you. Right, let's have a look. Spirit, what else have we got that's coming in for pile number 1 for this solar eclipse on April the 8th? What's coming in, please? What can they look forward to? What are you clearing out? How is this eclipse going to affect pile 1? So we've got the 6 of Cups. And we've also got the 5 of Cups in reverse. And we have also got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like the 8 of Wands in reverse is a clearing out of negative patterns, clearing of frustration. I feel like even though when it's in reverse it can mean frustration, but I feel like this is like the eclipse is going to be clearing those frustrations out. These are frustrations that are already here. You're already experiencing this. If you're not, it's probably not your pile, but you're already experiencing a certain frustration with how things have been moving or not moving. And I feel like this eclipse is literally just going to be sort of stripping all of that bare. Anybody that's been kind of thieving your energy, anybody that's been untrustworthy, or it's been lying or kind of delaying or trying to put blockages in the way of you moving forward or for your rebirth to take place, I feel like that's going to be cut dead as well. That's going to be put to a stop. The 6 of Cups here, we've got the 6 of Cups, my lovelies. And I feel like here, you know, this is all about the healing side of things. I feel like you are, you know, it's like looking back on somebody who was, like looking back at yourself as a younger person. And the energy that I pick up of this isn't looking back at a lover. It's looking back at yourself and saying, oh my goodness, look how far I've come. And I really appreciate that little girl or that younger girl or boy or that younger person. I appreciate them for getting me here. Because even though I'm not where I want to be, I'm definitely not who I used to be. And we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse as well. This is accepting, you know, this is, you know, you've accepted your lot. You're still accepting certain things. And I feel like you're, you know, the eclipse is bringing in that feeling of feeling recovered. You're no longer in recovery. I'm feeling like I've hit that point where I've realised I've recovered. I've realised that I've come so far on this journey that this is a point of like, whoa, let me take a moment. Let me speak from my truth, from the truth. Because some people say I'm just telling my truth and it's mean. But let me just speak from the truth. Let me do things to and operate from a space of love. And if those who are around me don't show that or don't mirror that back to me, then I don't need to be around them. So emotional maturity is something that is definitely been high on your list. That's more of that is coming in. I feel like more willpower I'm hearing. I'm hearing willpower in order for you to give up things that are low vibrational, in order for you to give up people and places that don't resonate with you anymore. My God, my darlings, you are really understanding how much how much you matter in the fabric or in the time of things. You are a divine part of this universe, and you're realizing that everybody has their space and their place. There's enough for everybody, but you are more looking down at the natural side of things. You no longer want to be a part of this weird little rat race. You're looking at success from a different point of view, whereas probably 6 months or 6 years ago, I'm hearing six a lot. 6 months or 6 years ago, you may have been in the energy of thinking a mansion and a nice car, and that's what success is. But for you, that idea has changed. I feel like for you guys, you have had so much evil eye, so much headache, so much drama. You just want a peaceful life now. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 60 or 16. You just want a peaceful life at this point. So success, you're measuring that differently, and that for you is somewhere that's peaceful to live. You know, if you've got neighbours, they'll be good neighbours, but you would prefer not to have neighbours. I'm picking up you just want a nice little plot of land you can maybe grow some veg on, have a couple of little chickens, maybe have some eggs. Because I'm picking up that if a lot of you are eating meat right now, this is my pile that in the next 5 months or so, that's no longer a thing. I feel like you're giving up meat. This is the energy that I'm picking up straight away. You guys are moving straight into increasing and raising your vibration permanently. And to do that permanently and to do that properly, you have to change the way you eat. I keep getting that same message. I have to do the same. I still like to eat certain things sometimes, but I'm starting to realise why I can't. And so you guys are doing the same. My darlings, my pile number ones, this eclipse is bringing in for you confirmation of what you already think you should be doing. This is also giving you that willpower and that inner strength in order for you to stay the course, to keep up with it, because you're all about that healing. Some of you are physical healers, some of you are spiritual healers, and so, you know, you're like the wounded healer. Most of us are, and that's what makes us so good at what we do. So listen, my pile number ones, keep on doing what you are doing. You are so protected. Please try not to worry. I know that you, thank you. I was going to say, I know that you've been spiritually attacked before, but my spirit guide was going to say, well, how do you know that? I told you. I heard that you have been spiritually attacked quite a lot in the past, and so you just want to be protected. You don't want anybody sucking your energy off anymore. You don't want anybody trying to attack you and block your road or anything like that. And that's all being removed. That's what the 8th is bringing. Please don't hang on. There are certain people, thank you, I'm hearing that there are certain people around you that you do not expect to be the way that they are, that you do not expect them to have ill will towards you, and they're being stripped away. And there's a part of you that's going to want to call and find out what's going on. But if somebody just kind of drops you out, a couple of your friends or family members just kind of drop contact with you, let them go, because they had ill will towards you, and it's just a block. That block is for your protection. All right. So for a lot of you as well, finances is something that you have also been worried about. Please protect your finances. Sometimes we manifest money, but we don't manifest protection for that money. So if you're going to manifest money to come in, at least protect that money so that it's coming in and it's not just coming in and going out. Does that make sense? So that's for somebody. Also, again, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, if the message resonates with you. Also leave a note in the comment, or leave a comment in the comment section if you want a personal reading with me. I haven't got many spaces open at the moment. Please drop me an email. My details should be in the description box below if I remember to put them there. But everything else you need is there as well. If you want to buy me a coffee, because I'm not monetized here, please feel free. All donations are received gratefully, and I'm sending back good love and good vibes and harmonies for all those who send me donations as well, because I'm so grateful. I'm blown away by it all. So that has been what is the April 8th solar eclipse going to be bringing in for you. What's that going to be changing for you? I hope in some way it does resonate. Please, like I said, leave a comment, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back with another reading at some point. Take care. Hello my darlings, my beautiful pile number 2s. For those of you who picked this hunk of tourmaline, I say hunker, it's not even that big, but I like it, and it's the biggest one I've got. For those of you who picked this bit of tourmaline, this is going to be your pick a card for the 8th solar eclipse and how it's going to affect you. What is it bringing in for you? All right. So while I was getting ready for your pile, I had this, wrote this little bit down for you. So I'm going to read it out for you. Okay, so bear with me. Healing is what is being brought to the forefront during this solar eclipse on the 8th. You have healed a lot where your emotions are concerned. I'm hearing pain was represented by anger and so on. So I feel like you have kind of been very emotional and sometimes mistaken. So your emotions have been mistaken when you've just been hurt. People have assumed you're being aggressive. That's not the case, okay? That's what I meant by that. So I'll keep going. But you have balanced your heart chakra at this time, and you will really start to feel lighter as you shift consciousness. You have been devoted to your inner work and healing your inner child. This is ascension, my lovelies. You have completed so many cycles back to back that this is a moment to rest and take time and reignite a few passions, that you have put aside to manage your personal growth. I heard well done. I was also seeing gold banners and glitter as well. So that's like a massive congratulations from Spirit, a massive level up. Okay, I feel like with you have been working so hard at self-improvement, at getting your ducks in a row, at healing, that it's been back to back. You haven't had a moment to kind of see how far you've come. This solar eclipse is going to give you a moment to stop and smell the roses, to stop and really see where you are on your journey and how far you've come and what you've actually done. And also a moment to pat yourself on the back, because you've done a fucking, sorry to swear, but you've done an amazing job. Fantastic. I feel here that you have been clearing your energy field. Purple, violet, lilac, purpley colours are coming up very fast for me. Magenta. I feel like this is a lot to do with your crown or your third eye. Sorry, my bad. Your third eye. I was being recorrected. So I feel like you are leveling up, you're ascending, you are stepping into your gifts. You're comfortable with them. You've always known they existed, I'm hearing. But you are stepping into them now. You're also starting to feel a little bit more lucky to have them, whereas before you felt like they were probably a curse. That's okay. I still think the same thing. I feel like alignment is a big thing as well at the moment. Okay. You have done an amazing job. Let me grab some oracle cards for you, my darlings. Let's see what's coming in. What is coming in on the 8th for my pile number 2s? What can they expect? What are you doing for them? What's the solar eclipse going to highlight for pile number 2, please? The first card out is rejection, loss, and fragmented. This came out for pile number 1. We've also got Mercury, messages, and travel and communication. So what I'm feeling here with the Mercury, the travel, the messages and communication coming out after the loss, rejection and fragmented card is I feel like you are traveling away from that. You're moving away from all of that. And I'm also picking up that this communication isn't with somebody necessarily. That made me jump then. Notifications, confirmation. I'll get to that jump bit in a minute because I heard a message as that happened, but let me finish this bit before I forget. Your communication levels are growing where it comes to you communicating with yourself, your inner voice, with spirit. That made me jump as well because a few of you are going to be stepping into your clairaudience and it's going to scare the fucking shit out of you. I'm so sorry. This is your heads up. So for a couple of you that have come here, not many of you, maybe 1, 2 at the outside most. I mean, who knows? I don't get many views yet, so it's only going to be a small amount of you. But if you've come to this video and it's been a couple of years, then you're still in that. because somehow this message, this part feels a little bit timeless. The rest, it isn't. I'm aligning it to the eclipse on the 8th, 2024. But this bit, yeah. The clairaudience is coming in. And I feel like this is going to shake you a little bit. All right? Because it's like hearing songs out of nowhere that you don't know, that you've never really heard before, and you having to go and look at where those songs come from, who sings them, what were the lyrics, and it starts like that for you, I feel, and I feel it will startle you a bit at first, but this is a breakthrough. You're having a breakthrough, you're having an epiphany, you're stepping into who you are, your freedom, your power, your divinity. I'm hearing me, myself and I. Me, myself and the sun, me, myself and my dog, me, myself and whoever it is that you deem to be that person for you, whatever that person is, your savior, whatever. Everybody's going to have a different thing. This is bringing you closer to that. We've also got attraction, Mars and hot. I feel like for a lot of you as well, you're stepping into who you are. You have done this healing. You having that moment to just reignite certain passions in yourself and reignite certain things around you. This is going to make you a lot more attractive as well. If you're not looking for somebody, well, they're going to come and knock in anyway. Somebody hot. I mean, usually hot people are not really forever, are they? But sometimes they are. We've got here spy, watching and inspecting. I feel like what this eclipse is also going to be highlighting for you is who you need to be looking out for. Who is your op? Who is watching you but not liking you? Does that make sense? Some of you have got social media accounts. Some of you have got people watching but not really, just sort of preying what you're doing, and sending you the evil eye. But you're way past all of that anyway. Way past all of that, my pile number 2s. Like I said, you've got a massive shift in consciousness. We've got here the Ace of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What a flipping beautiful card that is. This feels like Empress energy to me. This feels like somebody who is complete. And this is what the 8th is bringing in for you. It's bringing in a sense of a oneness. You knowing who you are. You standing 10 toes down on whomever that is. You are so powerful now, my darlings, and you're realizing your power. Because of the work and the healing that you've done. You own it now. You own all of it. In fact, you've dressed your scars up in beautiful leaves and flowers. Notifications, confirmation. You are magical at this point, my darling, and you're unstoppable. So I feel like this eclipse right now for you is bringing in confirmation of how much you've done and that you're stepping into your new life. Take a moment out. You can take a minute out. You've done so much. Enjoy this time, I'm hearing. Because it'll be all systems go again soon. Okay, the eclipse for a few of you, it's bringing in an apology. Okay? It's bringing in an apology from somebody who hurt you. And I feel like this was a person who hurt you. I'm also feeling that you may be able to forgive this person, but you're done. I feel like you're not going backwards. This eclipse, you're not going back to anything of old. You're moving forward. You're stepping into a new dawn. So what is not in front of you is not for you. You know that what's behind you stays there. You're not about to look back for what's not behind you. You're stepping into this space of nurturing yourself, of having compassion for yourself, of allowing spirit to nurture and love you, which is, it's mighty, that is. We've got self-love and intentions that came out for pile number 1 as well. We've also got celebration, gifts and abundance. Okay, my darling. So what I'm hearing with the vibration on this one right now with this card is you guys need to be setting some intentions. You know, you're gifted. You've got the gift of the gab. You can speak things into existence very quickly. So why don't you start speaking a new life into existence, a new home, money, all of that type of thing. We're not asking you to do root work, Spirit is saying. Thank you. My spirit guide is saying that a few of you might be worried about manifesting money because you think it's spell work. Money's energy. And the lights have to stay on. No one ever said being spiritual you were going to be rich, but it didn't mean you have to suffer. Do you get it? It's like a vow of poverty. Thank you. Some of you need to also break the vow of poverty that you've made with yourselves. Alright, there are videos on YouTube that are really good. Find one that resonates with you, or just hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll see if I can give you a little something that you can do in order to help you to break the vow of poverty that you have over yourself, or that you've set with yourself. You just need to set the intention to break that vow of poverty. You are now to be in the energy of receiving. Do you understand? You deserve nice things. You don't, you deserve nice things. No one's saying you need to go out and buy the latest Louis Vuitton, but no one's saying that you shouldn't buy yourself that £30 pair of shoes, or that $20 pair of shoes, or $50 pair of shoes, or whatever it is that your currency is. So you're being asked to take some time out to spoil yourself, set clear intentions. Okay, you are the creator of your future. You are the master of creation for your life at the moment. You are co-creating with spirit. Allow spirit and yourself to co-create that existence that you deserve. Not that you think you should have, because spiritual people shouldn't have this and blah, blah, blah. No one's saying that you need to be Jeff Bezos. Do you get it? No one's saying you need to rub shoulders with them weirdos. But you don't need to be hungry. You just want to be comfortable. And that's okay. Alright? The 8th for you, my darlings, is bringing in a feeling of being worthy. Alright? You are releasing and surrendering. Okay? You're releasing old patterns. You are purging old beliefs. I love this card. It's so beautiful. But you are also surrendering to the divine, to the Most High, to things you cannot change. People, all those things. You're just letting it all go. What's meant to be for you will find its way back to you, and you're easy, you're okay with that. My pile 2s, you are emotionally sound. You've put in so much work. Take some time out for self-care now. Take some time out for self-love. Restore your energy. Go for a massage. Buy yourself something nice. Have a meal, whatever. Because you actually have done so much and you deserve it. I'm not saying everybody doesn't deserve it, but you specifically. I'm getting the image of somebody who's like a starving artist who just spends everything on paint and eats bread and butter every night. And it's fantastic. You get the paint you want, but every now and again, take some time out and just, I don't know, put a bit of cheese in between your braids. Do you get it? Like, you don't need to buy that vermilion green because you can make it. So I don't know if you understand the analogy. Maybe a few of you here are artists and you spend everything you have on materials. Whatever it is, just take some time out for you. Enjoy a moment. No one's saying enjoy a week or a month or whatever, but just give yourself permission to take some time off because you have done some work. Alright? So, passions will be reignited by this solar eclipse I'm picking up. I feel like the winds are changing for you. I feel like you're raising your vibration. You're stepping out of that. It's like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon, I'm seeing. So you've gone past that chrysalis stage. You're busting out. And I'm hearing I'm Coming Out as well by Diana Ross. So maybe listen to that as a feel-good song, as a celebration for yourself, because you've done a good job. You're at this point now where you're guarded, but not in an unhealthy way. You're not guarded because you're scared. You're guarded because you've done a lot of work on your garden. You're not just going to let any Tom, Dick or flipping Harry come in with their dirty steel toe cap boots, step all over your daisies. You're not doing that anymore. So I'm proud of you, pile number 2s. This is what the eclipse is bringing in for you. Please let me know how this resonated in the comment section below. This was shorter than pile 1's, but I feel like your message was pretty much straight to the point. I wasn't guided to pull any tarot for you. But I am guided to tell you that your power within is extremely strong. So focus. Notifications, confirmations, so focus. Alright, set your intentions. Be a constructive creator in your life. Stop thinking about what you don't want and start changing your perception and thinking about what you do. Okay, my loves? Like I said, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how this resonated with you. If you want a personal reading with me, the details are in the description box below. I don't have many spaces. My books are not necessarily open, but I will make I'll make an exception if it's a reading that you need to have. Please contact me for anything you want to know. And I'll be happy to answer it in any way that I can. If you want to buy me a coffee or donate to the channel, the stuff is in the description box below. And if you have got to this point in your reading, let me know about the pink ears, the pink rabbit ears. just say pink rabbit ears. And yeah, have a great day. Take care. Grand Rising, my pile number 3s. For those of you who picked this little bit of black tourmaline. I wrote down while I was getting ready for your pile a little download bit that I was getting while I was tuning into the energy. And the first thing I heard was elevation, embracing the god or goddess within. So I also heard take a deep breath, because I feel like I'm a bit shaky at my core. This level up is huge. Take care of yourself, I'm hearing. If you're being called to stop eating meat or pork, prawns, crab or anything, please stop eating it. Cleanse your body with plenty of water plenty of water that you have programmed, or set an intention over it so that it cleanses and purifies your body. Eat light food. There is a reason they say light meal. Now, I got that. There is a reason they say light meal in pile number 2. And that wasn't a part of their download, but that came out in their reading. So if you were attracted to pile number 2, please go and watch it. There might be a message in there for you as well. You guys are ascending, and it is harder if you're full of shit. I actually heard full of shit, literally. So engage your mind, body and soul by sitting still whenever you can. Notifications, confirmation, by sitting still whenever you can. Use this solar eclipse as use this solar eclipse as a moment to take time out. What's happening is that you're being aligned to be everything that you're meant to be. So a lot of you are stepping into your true calling, I'm hearing, right? So that's the bit that I got, but I also am hearing straight away that a lot of you have stepped away from somebody. This is either family or a personal connection. This felt like it was difficult to do. I felt like you were at a crossroads for quite some time with the situation. And I felt I sort of died on the inside a little bit. Like whatever this situation was with the family or the friend or the partner or whatever, I feel like this, you were compromising too much. I feel like you were giving too much. You were kind of sacrificing your peace for that person's happiness. And what this solar eclipse is doing, because I feel like you've stepped away from this, but what this solar eclipse is doing is also helping you to clear your energy field of all of that. You have realized the grass is greener elsewhere. You know that you can find your happiness somewhere else, even if that's on your own. A lot of you that have picked pile number 3 at the moment are not in a connection because you've chosen your peace over chaos, over somebody who had a narcissistic vibration, somebody who made you feel like you were sleeping with the enemy. I'm seeing that movie with Julia Roberts, Sleeping with the Enemy, and she had to sort of run and hide. I feel like this eroded your self-esteem a little bit because it was like this person wasn't really choosing you. They kept choosing everything else other than you, and this made you feel Like, even though you knew your worth, this made you feel like, well, hold on a minute. Am I really who I kind of think I am? And I feel like this is one of the first times that something like this has ever happened. You were very stable in your energy until that point. But you stepped away from whatever it was, whether it was a family member, whether it was a friend, a lover, whatever. You stepped away from whatever this was, and you're starting to see the possibilities elsewhere. A lot of you are focused on money and your future prospects. You're letting go of that part of you that is scared of abandonment, because you're realizing that that abandonment issue that you have, or that you've been holding on to, whatever it is, this idea of a perfect whatever, I feel like that in part has had a lot to do with why you kind of held on to certain things. I feel like you're letting go of people that can't show you or reflect back to you whatever it is that you're reflecting to them. You've been doing a lot of shadow work, pile number 3. But your mind is on your money. Your mind is on your future. You're also understanding that even though this wasn't the best connection, whether it was with your family, your friend, whatever, you're realizing that this was an important connection. As much as it did a number on you, you're secure now in your own energy. You're happy single. Most of you are single. If you're not single, then this might not be your pile. But stay with it because it changes. I'm going to grab these oracle cards here. I'm going to use these today. We'll see what comes out. Okay, so I'm hearing loudly that for a lot of you, accepting your peace, accepting who you are, accepting the goddess or the god within, this is bringing you into your future. And most of you have not the idea of being with somebody on the head. And it's just at that moment it usually comes in. And I'm hearing that there is somebody coming in for you. There is a proposal of some sort. I feel like this is going to take you by surprise as well, because you're just not expecting it. You're quite happy by yourself. You know, you're a divine being all divine and goddessy or godly and shit. You're good. But you're meeting somebody, and this is somebody that is going to be able to offer you that sense of security or family that you've been sort of wanting. Whether you want to have children or not is irrelevant. It's that unit, that, you know, that's our shoulder to shoulder kind of thing. We can go it together and we can face the world. And I'm hearing that you healing and releasing that person that made you feel like you were sleeping with the enemy in the past. This has opened up also the door for this person to come in. I feel like you were held up for a while with this connection or this situation, whatever it was, that there wasn't any space for a new situation to come in, whatever that situation is. You can find your family elsewhere. You can find your lover elsewhere. None of these things are permanent. We seem to assign ourselves into these things permanently because it's like, it's meant to be. Like, you know, you're born with your mum, your dad, your this, your that, and, you know, this is your family, and, you know, you're meant to love them, they're meant to love you, and blah, 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 blah. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes your mum is karmic, she's a narcissist, or sometimes your dad is, sometimes they both are. Sometimes you're just meant to say, listen, I'm done with the whole situation. And for those people who like to say things like, oh, well, that's your mum or that's your dad. Well, how would they know what you were raised in? How would they know what you know, or what you've experienced? They don't. So for a lot of you, whether this is a romantic connection or a family connection, this was extremely toxic. This was something that you held on to longer than you should have done because of what the status quo or expectation on that is. But you're releasing yourself from all of that. You've healed that part of yourself. And this eclipse is bringing in a moment for you to kind of realize that. There's been a lot of this across as well, all 3 of the piles. So again, if you've been attracted to any of the other tourmalines, please just pick another pile as well. There's probably a message in there for you. Right, Spirit, what is the 8th bringing in for pile number 3? What can they look forward to? What is coming in? What are you bringing in for them, please, Spirit? What's the eclipse doing for pile number 3? We've got paradise, happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So this feels like confirmation for the proposal vibration that I was getting. I feel like even if it's not a proposal of marriage, I feel like it's a proposal of a new life, of a new time, a new space. I feel like this is a time to take a chance, to take a leap, I'm hearing. Any other messages for pile number 3, please? I'm still hearing watch your back, because I feel like you stepping into your peace, like this eclipse is bringing you a sense of peace, even though it might not feel like that to you, because sometimes we're like a duck and we're paddling for dear life underneath water, but you know, we look all graceful and shit on top. But I feel like somebody might be envious of that as well. And I'm picking up feminine energy. So this could be a family member, this could be a friend, somebody you thought or think you're close to. But I feel like this person's about to show their true colours. They're going to say something in a sentence, say something that's going to make you think, huh, what, sorry? It's going to make you think, are you actually jealous of me? And you're not that arrogant type of person, so you're going to try and talk yourself out of it and think, no, don't be silly, this, that and the other. She's lovely looking, or she's got all this going for her, or she's earning this and this. You can't be jealous of me, but listen to me. Do not doubt that inner voice for a second. Watch your back where this female's concerned, okay? I'm picking up the initials P, D, Y, F and C, and they might not be that person's initials. These are the initials that I've picked up, but just because they weren't there doesn't mean that it's not for you. Does that make sense? But if those initials do resonate with you, this is a very strong message for you to look at that person sideways and just keep it moving. Send them off to the left. Any other messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 3? We've got sunglasses and Cupid's arrow. So sunglasses, it says watching, looking, perception and stalking. So I feel like this is clarification for that watch your back vibration that I'm picking up, because somebody is looking in on you and their perception's a little bit on the warp side. I feel like this person's a little bit on the jealous side as well, and it's not necessary. If everybody watered their own garden, they wouldn't have that problem, would they? You know. And we've also got Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. This is again also confirmation for the vibration that I'm picking up. Somebody's coming in for you guys, and I'm telling you now, it's gonna hit you by surprise. You're not expecting it, because you're just doing you. You're at that point where you're good. Most of you probably don't even want it. Any more messages for pile number 3, please? Pile number 3, please, Spirit. Any more messages? I'm going to grab some tarot for you. I'm hearing to grab some tarot, so I'll do that. And the last card is Ascending. So like I was picking up, this is a very strong ascension for pile number 3. Learning, expansion, transcending, preparing for union and a new phase. Because you've completed so many cycles. There is another reading that I did that was a collective reading as well. The collective reading might resonate with you a lot, because this was a lot about that type of thing as well, ascending and, you know, moving into a new phase. You're definitely moving up, my darlings. And this ascension, it's preparing you for union, not only with yourself or with your inner child, but with that person that you've more than likely given up on meeting, because let's be honest, it's slim pickings out there these days, isn't it? For both sides. Right. We've got tarot, 1 second. Okay, messages for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Messages for pile number 3 for the eclipse on the 8th. We've got the Empress straight out, straight away. So whether you're male or you're female, you are in your power. You're in, like I picked up earlier on, it's that elevation, embracing the god or the goddess within. Fertility, beauty, happiness, nature, pleasure, development, success. This is all about you being fruitful in your next phase of life. This is about you no longer feeling that lack, or, you know, being around people that don't respect you enough to even just return a text. You're not chasing anymore. You're sitting on your throne or your chair or your bed or whatever, and you're saying, listen, I'm in the energy of receiving what's meant for me. What steps have I got to take, universe, to get to where I need to be? If somebody's going to be in your energy, they've got to be willing to be in your energy and level up as well. You're not willing to take any more jewels out of your crown. Look at this crown she's wearing. It's hard to focus because you can see my face in the background, but she's got a crown on, and it's like little, well, quite big diamonds or big stars, big diamond stars. You're not willing to remove any more jewels from your crown to make other people feel comfortable. That is not your responsibility. If they can't see their crown, if they don't know how to polish their own shit, that's not your problem. You're done with all of that. You know, you are really stepping into your power, pile number 3. And you're about to step into a phase of pleasure after hardship. You're about to step into a place where, you know, this is going to be a distant memory. Like, you're literally going in through a portal, pile number 3, where you once were and no longer are. But it's been, you know, it's going to feel like it's overnight, but it's been a long time coming. You've been at this for quite some time. You've been working at this from since you were young. You've understood the responsibility of your energy and responsibility that you have to yourself and to humanity. And even though you've got bogged down and you might have got sidetracked and you may have taken up certain habits that might not have been the best, because we're human at the end of the day. Even if we have got a job to do, we are human. You understand your responsibility to humanity, all right? And you are now trying to bring more harmony into your life. You're trying to align yourself a lot better as well. You're such a strong empath, pile number 3s. Super, super strong, super empathic. You're also understanding how to protect your energy and how to clear your energy of energy that doesn't belong to you. Got the Queen of Wands in the upright. Stunning. Okay, this is somebody who's the shit. Alright, this is somebody who is an absolute force to be reckoned with. Independent, passionate, like strategic, confident. Definitely knows what they want out of life. Absolutely. But you've got a handle on your emotions. A lot of the time people don't give the fire signs or the fire cards enough credit for their emotions, but you've got a handle on that. You're good. You're not burning too hot. You're not burning too bright. Otherwise the sunflower in your hand wouldn't be able to exist, would it? It'd burn up. You're moving forward, pile number 3. This eclipse on the 8th is definitely bringing in focus and determination for you. You're striving forward with a goal, with a plan. And you will not be stopped, I'm hearing. You want to be successful no matter what. You are focused on the end goal, on the prize. And that prize is being completely spiritually aware and aligned. You want to be connected to everything. You want to know what's going on behind the veil as well, I'm hearing. And you'll get there. You'll know in due time. Okay. So I've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I was struggling whether or not to do it reverse or right way up, and I heard reverse. This says undecided, capricious, sorry, moody, foolish. I probably said it wrong as well. Anyway, suffocating, nagging, materialistic, and jealous. So I feel like this person, this feminine energy that's been around you, is like I was saying, was a jealous energy. This is somebody who's not looking at you properly, who's not seeing that, you know, you're like a struggle wrapped up in a big red bow. And is it your fault that you're a struggle wrapped up in a big red bow? Is it your fault that people like you like that? No. Is it your fault that you're warm? No. Is it your fault that you've got a good wit about you and that you can banter? No. It's unfortunate that she's not able to, but that's not your problem. And while I think that you may not be seeing it for what it is at the minute, this person does send you the evil eye every now and again. This person does wish you to be stuck in a stalemate. This person wishes that you're not able to move forward and that you don't have any offers. And that people don't empathise with you and that people don't want to help you out and help you move forward. But this is going to, this is going to continue to cause some sort of discord. Or definitely a conflict of some sort. Because the water's it's upside down. The water's going to be pouring out of the cup. It's not going from one cup to the other in a steady flow. It's upside down and it's all falling out. So eventually this is all going to fall to shit anyway. Because this isn't something that can be maintained. This friendship, this whatever this is. I feel like this might stem from childhood as well. And you're quite a loyal person. But sometimes you've got to know when to chuck the towel in, pile number 3. I hope this resonates with you in some way. So the 8th for you is bringing in stability, grounded, tangible, 3D, security, stability, roots. Yeah, this is sticking out. It says on the card roots, but it says other things, but this is sticking out the most, which is roots. You're definitely planting some roots. Well, you've already planted roots. You're starting to see your tree starting to come up. Your abundance is starting to come up. For a lot of you, you're about to go viral or get recognition for whatever it is that you do. A lot of you are also realizing that endings are fine and it's okay. And that you're embracing everything because in general, endings are new beginnings. So financially, a lot of you are stepping into a brand new financial beginning as well, because like I said, your growth, you're stepping into your goddess or god energy. That's not meant to be energy that's in lack. That's abundant energy that's in expansion and growth. And so this is where you're going to be. You're cutting out people that show you the pattern of not being available to you emotionally, that are manipulative and childish and don't actually have anything to offer other than a knight with a silly little cup that's upside down anyway, or somebody who's an emperor that's upside down and it's a narcissist that's mean and that is just unreasonable. You're stepping away from frustration. This eclipse for you is literally life-changing because like I picked up, the ascension is going to be heavy and hard and fast for you. You're definitely going up or climbing up in the ranks. You're stepping into your god or goddess energy. What this means is that you are, there's going to be different things expected of you. And while you're okay with that, you're going to also need to be in a situation where you can manage that. So drink plenty of water because I feel really thirsty in your energy. If you've got to change your diet, take in some more lettuce, some more greens, some more leaves. I'm seeing that you need to eat your water. So maybe also some cucumbers, some apples and some lovely strawberries and things like that to help you cleanse your system. Because the ascension for you will be a lot easier if you're lighter. All right. My pile number 3s, I hope that has resonated with you in some way. All right. Please like, share and subscribe. If you want to, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you need a reading from me, I don't have many spaces. My books are not necessarily open, but I will make an exception if you need one. And I'm available for that. Also, if you want to buy me a coffee because I'm not monetized here, please feel free. I appreciate the donations. They go towards buying the oracle cards that I use here, and I really do appreciate it more than you actually could know, more than I can ever express. And I also return the energy back with so much love and light and appreciation, and I just hope that you get everything that you want out of life. So pile number 3, that has been your reading for what to expect from the solar eclipse on April the 8th. Hopefully this has resonated with you in some way. Please take care of yourselves and have a good evening.